Andrew, if you want to give an advice to the future leaders in this AI-driven world, one piece of advice, what would that be?
Don't give up. We talked about entrepreneurship earlier in this discussion, and I find that, and when we took a little break there, we had a conversation on the side. We spoke of this idea that everybody wants to be an entrepreneur. Everybody's got a great idea. What I find is they have the great idea, like we spoke about earlier, they don't execute on the idea. Don't give up. If your goal is to run a podcast, don't think to yourself, well, I've got to have 1 million followers by next week, or I'm not a success. It's a slow journey. It's a slow grind. Don't give up. If you got something, know when to pull the plug. Like if you're working on something for a year and it's going nowhere, maybe it's time to say, hey, reevaluate, or maybe come up with a new idea. But what I find is that a lot of the people that are setting up, they either don't start at all, so they got a great idea and they just don't start at all. Because what you don't want to be is you don't want to be 80 years old. And people live those kind of lives now. You live until you're 80, you live till you're 100. You don't want to be looking at yourself. You don't want to be looking in the mirror and saying, I wish I started that podcast, or I wish I started that clothing brand or that restaurant, or, we're here once. It's a short life. We're here once. Why not try and chase your dreams and give it a shot? And if it doesn't work, it doesn't matter. You can always go back to a full-time job. Like, people are so caught up in, I've got to work for the company, the X or company Y, and I've got to be 9 to 5 and I've got to have structure. A lot of the MBA graduates in their 20s and their 30s, you got so much time. You got so much time to figure out what it is you want to do and to do it right and to enjoy the process. That would be the other piece of advice. Enjoy the process. Enjoy coming in and doing a webinar. Enjoy coming in and doing a webinar. Enjoy coming in and do a guest lecture. I do. I look forward to it. It's not like, oh no, I've got to do a podcast. Oh no, I've got to give a guest lecture. Lucky me, I get to do this and I love doing it. Find things you love, do them well, and get paid well for doing them. And you're onto a great recipe.
And the question, again, following on that.
Sure.